Have you ever wondered how a Soviet-era tank is still leading the charge in one of the most high-tech wars of our time? This is the story of the T-72B3M, Russia's main battle tank, reborn from a Cold War legend and now thrown straight into the chaos of modern warfare, against drones, javelins, and NATO's deadliest weapons. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear might change how you see the future of tank warfare forever. When the war in Ukraine erupted, everyone expected Russia's cutting-edge T-14 Armada to dominate the battlefield. But instead, Russia unleashed something older, something proven, something deadly familiar. The T-72, reborn as the T-72B3M. At first glance, it looks like a relic from the Cold War, a steel box with a cannon. But don't be fooled. Underneath that rugged armor lies a completely re-engineered machine. The T-72B3M carries a 125mm 2A46M5 smoothbore gun that can fire not only high-velocity shells, but also 9M119 reflex anti-tank guided missiles capable of striking targets up to 5 kilometers away. Its Sosna U thermal sight and digital fire control computer give it deadly accuracy both day and night. And with the hunter-killer system, the commander can scan for the next target while the gunner fires at the current one, turning this Soviet icon into a modern predator. For a design born in the 1980s, that's an impressive comeback. The T-72B3M isn't just about firepower, it's about speed and survivability. Its old engine has been replaced with a V92 S2F diesel powerhouse, packing 1,130 horsepower, pushing this 46-ton giant up to 60 kilometers per hour on roads. And for protection, Russia upgraded the tank with Relic ERA, a next-generation explosive reactive armor that can absorb impacts from tandem warheads and modern kinetic rounds. On the front lines of Donetsk, Avdiivka, and Zaporizhzhia, the T-72B3M has become the backbone of Russia's armored forces. It supports infantry assaults, crushes fortified positions, and pushes through defensive lines under constant fire. But the battlefield is unforgiving. For every successful strike, there's another T-72B3M caught in flames, taken out by a Ukrainian FPV drone, a Javelin missile, or a well-placed mine. To survive, Russian crews have started improvising, adding drone cages, extra armor plates, and even makeshift electronic jammers to block incoming drones. It's the definition of real-time adaptation in modern war. So, what makes the T-72B3M still relevant in 21st century warfare? First, quantity. Russia has thousands of old T-72 hulls ready for upgrades. It's far cheaper and faster to modernize existing tanks than to build brand new armadas from scratch. Second, accuracy and versatility. With its advanced optics, stabilized gun, and ATGM capability, the T-72B3M can take out enemy armor at long range, even in low visibility. But there's always a price. The tank's internal layout is still based on Soviet-era design, with ammunition stored beneath the turret. When that section gets hit, it can trigger a catastrophic explosion, what crews grimly call the jack-in-the-box effect. And now there's a new threat: drones. A single cheap FPV drone, costing only a few $100s, can destroy a multi-million-dollar tank. That's the harsh reality of modern asymmetric warfare. The T-72B3M's role in Ukraine has forced Russia to rethink its armored tactics. Tanks no longer charge alone. They move with infantry support, artillery coordination, and UAV reconnaissance watching from above. Recent footage shows B3MS covered in improvised protection, metal cages, welded armor sheets, and anti-drone sensors sticking out like alien antennas. These battlefield modifications may look crude, but they're keeping crews alive. And despite the heavy losses, Russia keeps producing and repairing them. Because for Moscow, tanks like the T-72B3M aren't just weapons. They're a statement that numbers, endurance, and adaptation still matter more than perfection. So, can the T-72B3M survive the age of drones, smart missiles, and satellite-guided warfare? The answer is yes, but barely. It's not the most advanced tank in the world. It's not the safest either. But it represents something powerful: adaptation under pressure. Russia understands that in a long, grinding war like Ukraine, victory doesn't always come from high-tech supremacy. It comes from being able to fight, rebuild, and adapt faster than your enemy. And the T-72B3M is living proof of that philosophy. An old warrior reborn for a brutal new era. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next episode, we'll explore how Russia is upgrading its tanks to survive drone swarms. A terrifying glimpse into the future of armored warfare.